Hello guys, so now good evening and welcome to our evening broadcast. So how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing okay. All right, we'll just go through the evening news with the around the world regarding Arsenal. So the first news of the night, namely the fact that Paul Merson will be one of the Arsenal legends out there. Come as I call the talk, say Arsenal need a proper center forward. And this one now after waiting happened yesterday because Paul Messi no really dey happy with the way Arsenal dey squander a lot of chances yesterday. Educator get im own chances wey im no fit score. Gabriel Jesus get im own chances also wey im no fit score. So looking back at all the whole things wey happen, you kind of feel say no, say these people dem no dey enough for Arsenal. And na the thing wey me I don dey talk for a long time say Educator we know is not enough for Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus we know is not also enough. That is why we dey look say okay, make we sign somebody else. It was very bad. So I mean I know verse as some of the things we face for this our live program. Hope you guys can see me clearly and you can hear the voice now. So let us proceed. So like wetin Paul Merson dey talk because they get very angry and wetin him dey talk e dey similar to wetin we sef we dey talk say as everything be now we need a prolific striker. No be striker wey you go create like 10, 20 million chances before you go fit score one goal like somebody wey dey sharp. So I come dey ask question, come dey say as we dey like this now, we go say one sign striker maybe for January now. How many strikers dey available in world football? These are some of the things wey we dey ask. Me, I come dey like list some of the people wey dey available. So okay, we go say maybe we wan sign Osimhen, shey dem go gree make we sign am. We go say we wan sign this Abatoni, shey Chelsea go gree make we sign am because we go end up bidding war na. And you know say Arsenal no really dey like all this bidding war. Although dem surprise us for Declan Rice own, to Arsenal really dey like am. So at the end of the day, wetin we go do? We gats move on now. We got sign a striker. So more just see how everything will unfold. That is our own prayer. Now we're going to get some good news gets for Thomas Partey. So what we hear now from us offside, we say Thomas Partey could be back to play against Man City. Say the guy he recover on time. So now some of the things we could hear. And surprisingly, it shocked me because I never expected Thomas Partey to be back for us now so soon. People say because of the Rice now they won't rush Partey come back because the news out there now as of this evening that say Thomas Partey dey back, say the guy don't dey okay, he don't dey ready, he's going to play. Now more the see they go play him against Brentford for the cup match. So if they no play him, they will see moving forward with that so many things will happen. Maybe the guy go play against Man City because that match is a very important match. You know, it makes sense to put somebody no dey 100% fit. That's the way me I'm seeing it. I remember I let me know in the comment section that they see me clearly and whether or not they hear me clearly. Okay, I see people they say very bad network. All right, let me switch back to our network. Let's see whether myself done the good. So as we talk about this, the current matter. All right, so I'll switch to our better network, so I believe everything should be okay moving forward. All right, so we're going to talk about Declan Rice now. Do you know that the injury way happened to Declan Rice? We don't talk saying gets back problem where the Mateta can't change them half time. So now we're going to get some updates now. See, that's no really they as serious as we think. Now the mirror, 9 let us know this new update. Say Declan Rice no really they that like it's not something serious that we should be expecting him back against Man City. Now, what then they tell us, and myself, are they happy to let you know say Declan Rice is going to be back against Man City? Because many people they publish this same story. It is just like a breaking news. Get many people they talk about her today, as in the last 2 hours. Now, what's in the trend on Twitter? Now, what's in the trend on many media space now? Everybody's saying Partey is back, Declan Rice is back. Say then go play. Even though believe that one self, the kind even they talk say Trossard and Martinelli, then go day back. But it's say so many good news everywhere. Now let's assume say there's an iota of truth in all of this. Say all these our players, Martinelli, Trossard, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, they are all going to be available for selection by the time we want choose player to play against Man City. If that be the case, it will make a whole lot of sense. Like I go be very happy because against this Tottenham Hotspur, how I wish say no be Tottenham Hotspur we play, say maybe now Brentford the cup now we'll play this last match, then maybe Tottenham Hotspur like on their ahead, then all these people who are they mentioned their name now they can't come back. You know go good, it will make sense now. You said we go enjoy, but all these people they come back now, what is the status of their health? How fit are they? Are they 100% fit? Are they 50% fit? Are they 70% fit? What's be the status quo? We can't really say, yeah, because I don't want to hear an excuse say we play against Man City. Man City can't knock us back. Next thing you can't hear be say, they just came back from injury. They are not 100% fit, so we just have to play them. I don't want to hear all those kind of excuses. If they're not really the game, it better say you don't even risk them at all. Keep them, make them recuperate very well. Because I don't know what I think about all these people they announce now. Say they don't they fit, they go play. What do you guys think? Like, what will be your line of thoughts on all this? Do you subscribe? Say make we use them like that and they come back. That's or maybe we just let them rest. So let me know that thoughts because I don't want to hear any story later. I'll say we didn't have any choice. We just wanted to play them because they are all we have. I don't want to hear all those kind of stories. Well, away from that, so Gabriel Agbonlahor come and secondly advise Arsenal to get rid of Thomas Partey because of injuries. So Agbonlahor can explain say as Arsenal dey now, why he be say because this question me say I don't ask him before. Why he be say now when we dey always need Thomas Partey the most? Now he know the D. Have you ever asked yourself that question? Why this guy dey always get consistent injuries? Why? Imagine say maybe Declan Rice no dey. Is this how we'll be suffering from Partey's absence? That's the main question we may ask. That is why Agbonlahor can advise us say make Arteta sell this player for January. Say make them sell him. After they sell him, collect money, use and go buy another person. Now what's in the reason? You get and myself, sorry to say, you can't be like I subscribe to that line of thought because according to waiting Agbonlahor they talk, say the older Thomas Partey gets, the more injuries he will get because it is looking like he's prone to injuries. And sorry to say again, you know, say African players, I know they did truthful about their age. Thomas Partey they claim 31, 32, but African level, you know, say the guy don't reach 45. Sure, you want to tell me, say me now, as I did like this now, senior Thomas Partey. Is that what you want to tell me? Make I agree now, say as I did like this now. Me were the 30 plus, so I senior Thomas Partey. So that is just the question. That guy is supposed to don't bump picky way don't reach my mate. So that guy is supposed to senior me. So that's the angle where me I look am from because when you don't reach one certain age, your bone no go dey as strong as all those and Saka. Or that's why Saka can play consistently. 80-something games in a stretch. You know, go get injury. So these are some of the questions where we dey ask. Well, now that I still get the financing because fine, I understand the sentiment. Say people like Thomas Partey, but this guy cannot stay at Arsenal forever, especially when it's costing us in big games. Imagine against Man City, no day. Against PSV Champions League, our first match when they come back, no day. RC left, they come. You go miss her. Now they talk saying go come back against Man City. What are the odds? But they just want to confuse Man City. So these are many questions where I just throw out there. So many of them know their thoughts. Do you even subscribe to that line of thought? Say it don't reach time when they go sell Thomas Partey, buy another top midfielder. Do you subscribe to that line of thoughts? Or if you say Moko still the manager, they give him more time. So Let me know your thoughts. Like with the talk, they say Trossard safe. Don't come back. If Trossard is going to be available against Man City, well, if that one happen, I go dey happy. My own be say as long as he's 100% fit and not maybe 50% fit. Now the way me I dey see am. So it is what it is. Somebody talk say I be Thomas Partey uncle. Which kind of uncle? Thomas Partey wey go senior me. Who even made that comment sef? Na Ofon. Over say CHUKS be Thomas Partey. Which kind of Thomas Partey uncle? That guy go senior me like far. Yeah, so you sure my own football age na 25 years. Na be my own football age if you don't know. So away from that, so Damot Gallagher, who is one of the EPL former referees, come as I can drop in opinion on this penalty they give Arsenal. You know, say after every match week, Damos Gallagher will come as I can do the Premier League production. They'll call it analyze majority of the questionable calls, whether the referees then do the right thing or then do the wrong thing. So you can just say for that Arsenal own, in a complete correct penalty. Anybody they argue and no really understand the laws, because when you check Cristiano Romero, the way when he takes slide, his hands were up. You get, so if you say your hand down, you will say, okay, that is a natural position. But what is your hand doing up? You get, so that is an unnatural position, and the ball can't hit him. And what are the odds? Say if you say the ball no hit him, whether the ball go enter or no go enter, but that's not the point of discussion. The point of discussion be say you leaving your hand up. Why you not to say if some players want slide, they go pull hand for their back. This is they don't know what they do. They know what they do now. So it is what it is. Many people see they argue, and because people gonna talk say, how can you give Arsenal a penalty? The Manchester United match, the last match, you no give them penalty for the same type of incidents. How do you explain it? Well, that one I concern Gallagher and the Manchester United. I just focus on the Arsenal interpretation, and you don't talk with me. I expect say the penalty is actually a penalty. Now Simon Jordan, maybe one of the pundits for Talk Sports, himself come as I call it, talk about Arsenal striker crisis. So Babakande of the opinion say Edin Ketia, sorry to say, is a mid-table player. Say this guy is not supposed to be striking for Arsenal. You know, say when I talk this thing far back, say people like Edin Ketia, Balogun, Emil Smith-Rowe, I mention many players. So even Fabiveras of them, if I can't be there now, I mention many players. Why they talk say these guys are average players. That majority of Arsenal team now average players. People they call for my head. People they talk. I don't talk so average player. It is what it is. We get a lot of average players, which is fine. No, not that it's bad, because we can't have everybody world class. Even Man City gone, average players don't plenty there. All these Jeremy Doku, Kovacic, there, Matthew Nunes, those guys are average. They get average players there. But the point is, the striking department is very key. You can't afford to have an average player there. You can be having average players in the midfield. That one's still understandable. But instead of striking department, without goals, how do you win games? Without goals. So someone going to say Edin Ketia is not supposed to be playing for a club like Arsenal. Forget all those records they're saying get for Emirates Stadium. We need to win something. We don't want to be qualifying for top 4. Say hey, top 4, top. We need to win something. And if you like in the talk, if Arsenal wants to win the league, Arsenal need a striker that commands 20 to 25 goals. This thing is not rocket science. I believe say everybody for our community know this thing to be the truth, that we need a striker that can score 20 to 25 goals consistently, doing the same thing where people like Harry Kane they do for Tottenham Hotspur in the years past. These are some of the things. Gabriel Jesus cannot do that, which was the reason a certain Aguero was benching him at Man City. Jesus cannot give it 20-25 goals per season. With the way we are looking at things now, Nketiah cannot give it 20-25 goals per. Remove Martinelli, remove Trossard, remove Saka, remove Odegaard. If these guys cannot score, who won't score for you again? Which is not ideal for a club like Arsenal. If Odegaard no score, Saka no score, Martinelli no score, nobody can score. Really? Our strikers doing nothing? This is just the boss, my brother. So when Simon Jordan they talk, I actually saw a lot of points in what they talk. Like I subscribe to his line of thought 100%. Say this time around for January, Moko shine our eye. Look for somebody. If na 100 million or 105 million when I spend for Declan Rice, we want to fix that problem with Declan Rice. Who's up with the happy say yes, Declan Rice na better player. Go markets, sign better striker. Now the challenge is how many top strikers are available in world football. Ivan Toney, who else? That's the major problem, because most of these top strikers, then they for club, maybe say the clubs no go won't let them go. For example, Osimhen. Now, I don't think De Laurentiis of Napoli will allow Osimhen to come and join Arsenal. What if the guarantee say if Osimhen come and will thrive? So a lot of challenges just there for our front like this, and we won't win league. We don't have a top striker. Then they talk say Arsenal they're interested in signing Ivan Ferguson of Brighton. But maybe guarantee say that one will come here. That one just score up to 15 goals for Brighton before for a life. So a lot of things. I don't know. I bet maybe me, I know they look wide. Let me know which other striker in world football can we really say we want to go for, excluding Ivan Toney. Everybody know Ivan Toney. Who else do you think is available? Or if you say, Arsenal, if you go for this guy they try. So see the club where this guy they play. Mention the name for the comment section. Make we even see. Get people they talk say make we go buy Leverkusen, go collect this guy Boniface. They scatter everywhere for buying Leverkusen, but what are the guarantees that when it comes to the EPL, he's going to thrive? Is it a risk worth taking? So these are some of the questions so we ask. All of us they talk say we won. How are we going to win the league? Is it with Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus that cannot score the goals? You need to create 1 million chances for them before they score. Like, come on, just very, very annoying. Look at yesterday. Chances were going begging on a platter of gold. Me gone, I know they play ball, but some of those chances people body score. It's just a very, very painful get. So it is a bitter pill to. I know many people don't DM me, just at CHUKS. We no get striker. Papa, we no get striker. Me say, I they concord to the same thing. Say, as they talk, that's what me say about the talk. I'm going back to the biggest news of the night. Now the same way Paul Metz, our legend, talk say, Arsenal need a proper center forward. He said Gabriel Jesus, he's not really a proper center forward. This guy now, no be follow come. They convert this guy. This guy is probably a winger where they convert, where they play center forward, and he's not delivering the goods. Sadly, you get if they're saying get pace, we're not saying go try for that wing, but it is just this time around. They don't they make me they lose faith. Me are they proud for us and say Arsenal will win something this season. With the way our strikers are behaving, I'm becoming I don't know. I don't really have that confidence. It's okay if we win. Maybe the still better later, or maybe the Victor say okay, they're not in form. Maybe as time they go. They will come better. Well, if that be the case, because for Arteta to be living in Nketiah up there and taking out Gabriel Jesus, that is a sign that he has equally lost confidence in Gabriel Jesus. Because I cannot see any sense in keeping Edin Nketiah and taking out Gabriel Jesus, or even playing Gabriel Jesus out of position because of Edin Nketiah. Like something is wrong. You should say maybe get that confidence in Gabriel Jesus, or Gabriel Jesus know they score for training session. Maybe now Edin Nketiah they score for training session. For that reason, I think when they trust Edin Nketiah, they play top 9. Because how do you explain that Gabriel Jesus, what we hold so highly, they call they come out and they leave Nketiah? How do you explain that? So it is what it is, my dear Arsenal. I know say some of them see the vex like me, although what is up for the weekend, but we'll heal. Maybe now the Brentford match, we'll use our whole body. After that one, then we'll see what Man City gets in store for us. Our prayer now make we win. So we'll just see how everything will go. All right, guys, this is the evening news. So it's like come your way tomorrow as usual. Now, get out.